Sorry if I'm a little late with this video. The truth is I've been sick all weekend with a sore throat. So it's going to be very hard to make a video for me right now. But I'm not, but better late than never. This is Solomon and I game of the new Sailor Moon Crystal series, episode 2. It starts off with this girl, Ami Mizuno. She's pretty much a genius. And she's very smart, got high score in all of her classes. And it's pretty much a brainiac. But the truth is, she's very lonely and even though she's very smart, she's very lonely. Doesn't have many friends, and then there's because of that, she doesn't really know how to talk to people. So it's very hard for her to really try to make friends. And then Ugura, our main character, Sailor Moon, she tries to become Ami's friend through other efforts, like she tries to, also hoping that she can become smarter so she can study a little more, become a genius. Just because it's a new spin on an old classic doesn't mean a lot of stuff. The whole thing has changed completely. That includes her scores. She tries. She eventually becomes Ami's friend, and they eventually met through Luna, because Ami's more comfortable with Luna because she's a cat and not a person, and she also thinks that Luna's cute and calm, because she's just a cat. Cats can't talk, so she can't at least tell secrets. She also thinks that Luna's very cute. This is and eventually, because of that, Ami and Izuna became friends. They go to the arcade together. They try to have fun. Apparently, Ami beats Izuma's high score on video games better than Izuma. Even was a bit of a crybaby. It's hard to talk with my sore throat, but I'm doing the best that I can. I'm trying to make this video at least as brief as I can. And they eventually become friends. They start to connect and they start to become close. But then certain stuff happens. Apparently, the enemy, they're trying to look for the legendary silver crystal. And they're trying to use mind control technique using brainwashing disc, kind of like the old episode, using the smartest people they can, and the smartest people to try to make the country bow to them, so they can use their information to buy the silver crystal, and Ami's considered a target. And eventually, Izuna finds out about the program. She suspects certain wrongs. She tried to ask Amy to become her friend, but they notice that at the space she finds a disc from the same program, and she was even offered a flyer. At first she doesn't go, but when she finds out what's really going on, she goes there because to say Amy, because she wants to be Ami's friend, and she doesn't want her to suffer. She even used the magic pen from the arcade. Both her and Ami got magic pens, and she uses the pen to transform into a doctor. Like in the old Sailor Moon, she used the magic of the pen to disguise herself into practically anyone. It also made her look older by comparison. She still looked like her, but she was dressed as a doctor. But you gotta give this credit where credit is due, because this was not a whole 5 seconds. This was more fast paced. She said what she wanted to, and she dressed it right away. And they do certain CGI scenes, but not all not everything. She gets into the building. She sees the bad guy. She sees Amy becoming her puppet a bit, and she tries to stop her. And she even transforms. The CGI for the transformation is really incredible. If I said in my last video, it is incredible because they're adding more texture. I mean, this started out in the 90s, and this is 20 years later. That just proves how advanced animation is to this day. Because this is, like I said, a new spin on an old classic. Ever Sailor Moon, she tries to protect Amy, but she's overwhelmed by the enemy's attacks. But then Ami, she snaps out of it, knowing that her friend is literally giving her life off to protect her, and it works. It really works. And it really does work. And it really does. She tries her best. And it works. But her words eventually reaches Army, and Army she snaps out of it, and then she takes the pen and transforms into Sailor Mercury with help from Luna. She uses her power to create mist, which then blinds the enemy. Sailor Moon is still down, but then Tuxedo Mask came in and saves her. He saves her from the attack, and then it works. And she uses her tiara boomerang and defeats her. It really is hard to talk with a sore throat and you're sick. And after that, Tuxedo Man disappeared. The enemy has lost the battle for now. And then Ami is back to normal, and her and Uzura, they become friends. And then you get this next scene in the next episode where you get to see Sailor Mars. You know, like in last week, you get to see Sailor Moon. You get to see Sailor Mercury in the end of the last episode. They are accelerating the reunion. You get gaps between episodes from the first season. They're not doing that. They're not doing that. They're putting it all fast-paced. That means they're not jumping it. They're not jumping the gun. They're going very seriously, very fast-paced, which means that this series is going to go all out, all in, and you're going to get a lot of stuff you see from the original, but more modern, more conveniences, and a lot better. A really lot better. And I also like the way that Mercury transformed. The CGI for that was also incredible. It was a little different from the original, but like the original, she summoned pen and they summoned water, and water transformed becomes her outfit. This was pretty beautiful. This was a very, very good episode. Like I said, a new twist on an old classic. Tell me what you think of this, because this was really about Mercury, and how her upbringing was. Like the original, she was alone. She studied a lot. She didn't have a lot of friends, and she eventually made friends and became a Sailor Scout. Then there's the next one. Then there's the next one, Sailor Mars. Hopefully, it'll be like the original. You get to see a lot. You get to see a lot of surprises and not people have seen. Hopefully, it'll be good. I had to cut this video short because my throat is really, really hurting right now. Even though I'm talking very, very low, it's because I am sick. That's why I made this video. The truth is, part of me wanted to make the video because I am late, because I want to, also because I don't want to disappoint my fans and my viewers. I'll be making another video probably in a little while, even though I'm still sick. Like I said, I don't want to disappoint my fans. Hope you enjoyed. That's fun. This is Solomon now. I'll give you a next video of Sailor Moon Cryster episode 2. Comment, subscribe, give me a shout out. Signing off.